Hey y'all, hey! It's Susan with Craft and Chic, or Chic, whichever you want to say. How are y'all doing tonight? Y'all say hey when you pop on. Let me know you're here, and I'll get my comments pulled up and see what friends is watching with us on this Saturday night. Hello, friends. Is Facebook gonna show me my notification? Hello, friends. Hello. How are y'all doing tonight? Hello. Happy Saturday night. Hey, Miss Peggy. Hey, Martha, Trisha, Terry, Pam, Mary Lou, Connie, Sheila, Marquetta. Hello, friends. Candace and Sandra and Connie, Peggy, Marcia, Sue, Anne Marie, Virgie, Billy, Stephanie, Denicia, Angie, Sydney. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Happy Saturday night. Happy Saturday night. Yes, y'all say hey to Mom and Mr. Randy in the comments. I hadn't seen Mom yet. She may have been the one of the comments that flew by. Yes, if y'all wouldn't mind if you could grow the tribe. Grow the tribe. And if you're new, what Grow the Tribe means, it means S-H-A-R-E. That's what we do to invite more friends. You can grow the tribe to your personal page. You can also do it to crafting groups that you're in that allow it. Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. There's Mom. Hey, Mom. There's Mr. Randy. Hello, friends. Yes. Also, if you're on the replay, and one way you'll know if you're on the replay, the live button will no longer show. Be sure to comment hashtag replay and let me know where you're watching from. Also, click the three dots in the upper right-hand corner. That way, you can follow the page and get notifications of when I go live. Judy Simmons is my mom. Judy Simmons is my mom. Let's see, there was something else I was going to tell y'all. Hello, Christina. Hello. Yes, if you're on the live right now, and if you're new, comment hashtag newbie and let me know where you're watching from. Yes, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Hello. Grow the tribe means what was... What? I was having trouble with the sound. Grow the tribe means S-H-A-R-E. I can't say the word because Facebook doesn't like for us to say the word. But it means S-H-A-R-E. And you have that button right down here where the comments are, where you comment. There's a S-H-A-R-E button. Yes, hello. Hello, friends. Let me go over what supplies I'm going to work with tonight. Hello. I'm in Louisiana. I see Janice is in Louisiana also. Hello, friends. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. Newbie from Wayne, West Virginia. Well, welcome, Miss Betty. Welcome. Good to see everybody. Okay, after Christmas at Walmart, when they had their stuff for 75% off. Hello, Barbara from Illinois. Hello. I got this for $2.50. Did you fall in the water? No, I didn't. I stayed away from the buoy, y'all. I did not touch the buoy. Facebook does not mind you to say if you are not using it to give away a prize. I'm in a coaching group I have a secret admirer that's showing up in mad face. I'm in a coaching group that has connections with Facebook, and it's a no-no word. It's a no-no word. So just to be on the safe side, I'm not going to say the no-no word. Hello, friends. Yes, and they love these little bubbles right here, the hearts and the thumbs up. They love to see those. Yes, There goes my secret admirer again, throwing up a mad face. You're early tonight. No, it's 7:35. It's 7:35. I'm right on time. Okay, so what am I using? I'm using the Birdhouse that I got from Walmart. And what was on it? Let me show you what was on it, because I already pulled the stuff off of it. Thank you. Thank y'all. Okay, so what was on it? It had this garland piece right here, and I pulled it off, and I'll save it and reuse it. And then it also had this wreath right here, but I'm gonna reuse the wreath tonight. I'm just gonna cut the red berries off of it, but I'm gonna reuse the wreath. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see everybody. So anyway, I paid $2.50 for the Birdhouse. It is 8:35 here. Yep, it's 7:36 here. I'm in Central Standard Time. I'm in Louisiana. Okay, so I'm also going to be using this wood slice. I do believe I got these wood slices from Walmart in the crafting section. They came in a package of, I believe, 5 or 6. I mean, the ears still clogged, but I'm seeing the ENT on Monday, so hopefully I can get that taken care of. Okay, also from the Dollar Tree, I'm using this gold finch from the Dollar Tree, and we have a local hardware store here in Natchitoches, but you can get these from Lowe's, Home Depot. But what it is they're chair legs, and it came with like this screw at the bottom of it, and so we took the screw out of it. So I'm gonna be using this right here. Hello, Kathy. What else? Oh, y'all, I gotta show y'all these. These are so cute. My mom gave these to me. They're little miniature clay pots, and don't ask me where they came from. She may remember where they came from, but they're just, I mean, teeny-tiny little clay pots. So I'm using 2 of those, and also I'm going to be painting, yes, I'm going to be painting 3 pine cones and make 3 pine cone flowers. I also have a picket fence, and this is left over from Christmas, and I got it from Walmart. It came in a roll in the Christmas section at Walmart, so I cut a section off of the roll. I'm going to be using that. Also, y'all, I have this sunflower that I found at Walmart. I really, really liked the color of it. So I will be putting a flower cluster. I totally just spit. Did y'all just see that? Oh, it was my they're from my grandmother. These were some crafts that were my grandmother's. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, Mom. Love the little pots. Yes, they're so tiny and dainty. Okay, and then I was totally thinking about I guess that was one of the puppies that just scratched on the door. Something just scratched on the door. I don't know what that was. I'm thinking about there it goes again. Mr. Randy, are the puppies outside? I hope that's not a friend that I have inside my shop. Y'all will see me running out. Hello, friends. Hello. I was thinking about decoupaging some of these napkins onto the Birdhouse, and where I got them from was from Dollar General. Now, I do have 3 napkins that I will be gifting tonight. Also, I'm pretty sure we'll be filling up the bead jar, so y'all make sure to SHARE so we can invite more friends. Hobby Lobby sells those tiny pots. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you. Better not be my mouse, Miss Peggy. It would have come back to life. Hello, Miss Winnie. So I have 3 napkins that I'll be gifting tonight. I have the craft pack that I'm hoping that we'll be able to gift tonight if we can finish filling up the bead jar. Hello, friends. It's my secret admirer. Okay, and then one other thing, y'all. When I did my giftings, I think it was 2 weeks ago when I had the farmer's market calendar, the lady, how you doing, girlfriend? I'm doing good, girlfriend. Y'all, I'm going to get to the crafting here in a minute, I promise. Anyway, the lady that I chose for the farmer's market calendar never private messaged me, so that will be regifted. Hello, friends. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started. What you say, what you say. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the birdhouse. Now, I can tell you this. The birdhouse had tons and tons and tons of glitter on the roof. I'm talking big time glitter. And I sanded as much of the glitter off as I possibly could. And then I put a coat of Mod Podge on top of it. Just so any leftover glitter that was left on it would not fall off. So, I forgot the puppies. I got them now. Maverick wants to say hi later. Yes, Maverick can say hi later. We got the grandbaby tonight. We got the grandbaby tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna paint. I'm leaving the roof the way it is. I'm gonna paint the birdhouse itself with a folk art home decor chalk paint in the color sage. Is what I'm gonna use. So let me get a bowl. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. He's a big boy. Yeah, Maverick is a big boy. He is, he is. Okay. So I'm going to put me some sage in a bowl. And I'm going to go ahead and get a detailed brush for right around the edge. Good evening, friends. Hello. I love the look of the birdhouse the way it is. Yeah, I mean, you could totally leave it the way it is. Absolutely. But I have a certain look that I was going for. And so this one's going to get painted. This one's getting painted. So I'm just gonna, I don't want to get the paint on the upper eave of the birdhouse, so I'm just gonna go around the edge of it, and then I'll get my big brush. I'm not gonna paint the birdhouse, all the birdhouse with this tiny brush. That would take forever, y'all. I have a bigger brush. But I do want to get around the eave. Hello, friends. Hello. So what y'all do today? We had some rough storms last night, friends. Some rough storms. Hello. Alright, so let me get my bigger brush. We're having rough storms tonight. Well, prayers. Prayers, prayers. The worst of the storm was north of us. We said celebrated Easter and my granddaughter's 14th birthday. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I know that was fun. Oh, also I have some Happy Meal. One box of Happy Meal to open from Miss Joyce Freeman. So I hope Miss Joyce, I may have seen her. Is Miss Joyce here tonight? Yes, everybody stay safe if you're in the path of a storm. I'm going to leave the peg the color that it is. Just got in, cleaned up from fishing. Yes. Hello, Marcia. Hello. Brenda, love the color. Yes, this is Folk Art Sage, and it is a chalk paint. It is a chalk paint. Took the family all out for supper since the sun was home. Fun. Okay, let me get up in here. Just get up in that on that edge, and then I can get my brush back. Looking good already. It's gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute. Dang, and I just got paint up in there. Hello, friends. Let me get this paint off of the edge, because I want to keep that brown. Yep. Hello, thank you. Thank y'all for sprinkling. I will have to make a house for them. Yes. Finally getting to see you live. Well, hello, Aunt Becky. Okay, so this is going to take 2 coats of the sage. And let me get, y'all know what? I may just go ahead and paint just the upper inside, but I am going to leave the edge the brown color. Just make sure I don't get it on that edge. And that way I don't have to be so detailed. Did you get the house at Walmart? I did. They had it in the Christmas section, and I got it when it was 75% off. So it was $2.50 is what I paid for the Birdhouse. Hello, friends. So yesterday we went fishing and it was pretty windy. So we didn't have a good fishing day. I think we caught 6. We had fun though. I mean, we had a good time. But it was pretty windy. No, I did not fall out of the boat. I left the buoys alone. Love the birdhouse. Yes. Okay. And I'm going to paint the back. Let's add some more paint. We are getting storms here shortly. Oh, prayers. Well, fishing is fun. I completely agree. I do enjoy fishing, but only if the fish are biting. But I did get some sun. I did need some sun because I tend to run low on vitamin D. I have to take a vitamin D supplement because of it. So I did need the sun. My neck got a little red. I didn't mean to paint that, but that's okay. It's the back of it anyway. You're not going to see the back. So Mr. Randy can't say you scared off the fish. No, I didn't scare the fish off. I was actually the first one that caught a fish. But then I didn't catch any more after that. Mr. Randy caught the rest of them. Hello. Okay, so let me dry this, and I'm not really worried about this part of the ledge right here because I'm doing something a little bit different with that. Nothing heavy, but they are calling for strong wind and rain. Well, prayers that y'all stay safe. Oh no! Yes, stay safe. I have a birdhouse, and the same family of birds come back every year. Yes. Our bluebirds that generally, y'all, I guess I'm going to have to end up painting this Eve. Our bluebirds that generally come back every year have not come back yet. Oh, I did, y'all. I did try to throw Mr. Randy in. So, we didn't keep the fish. On the way back, there was a guy that was fishing underneath the bridge, and it was really windy, and so we let him come out to us. And so Mr. Randy put all the fish in a net, and the boat was, you know, kind of going towards his boat. So I got behind the wheel and was gonna put it in reverse, and I kind of put it in reverse too quick and almost threw him out the boat. Sorry, woman driver. Okay, I'm not gonna coat the edge heavy. I'll just keep a little bit of that brown peeking through. Tonight as well, I don't sleep well and wear light clothes to bed in case of a tornado. I don't want to get caught in my PJs. I hear you, Miss Betty. I hear you, Miss Betty. Okay, so this next coat, it'll go on quicker. The first coat's usually the longest to put on. So let me put one more coat on. Hello, friends. Yes, it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute. I think my comments froze, y'all. What's new? Okay, got that side done. Do you sell the crafts that you do? I have an auction, and my next auction will be in about a week and a half. Is when my next auction will be. If you're new, make sure you're liking and following the page. That way you'll get notifications of when I go live. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, one more side. Hello. How long have you been doing lives? Okay, I started my crafting page the end of September. The end of September. But I've been doing crafting for many, many years. I was also a quilter. I also crochet. It's gonna be so cute. It's gonna be so cute. Okay, so that looks good, and I'm gonna set that to the side and let it finish drying. I could put a little bit right there. That'll work. Okay. So I'm going to put this over here, and it can be drying. And then I'm going to move on to painting what's going to be the pedestal. Love the gray blue color. Yes, it's called Sage. And I'm going to go ahead and paint this craft stick the same color. That's what I'm going to, I needed a wider ledge. So I'm just going to use a craft stick for that. So I'm just going to paint that real quick. Okay. So that's done. Okay. So let me clean these fingers off because I'm fixing to move on to the Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster, which is, hello. Hello, hello. Let me see if I can get my comments back. Okay, so the pedestal and the wood slice is going to get painted with the Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster. Hello from Virginia. Hello, Barbara. Hello, friends. Oh. Let me see if I can get out of here. What brush do I want? I'll use this brush right here. So this is Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster. And I'm just going to paint my base that color. But I'm not going to paint the outside of the wood slice, just the inside. Just the inside. Where did you get the Birdhouse from? I got it at the end of clearance at Walmart when they had their 75% off. So I paid $2.50 for it. Paid $2.50 for it. Okay. The pedestal came from a hardware store. You can also get these at Lowe's or Home Depot. They're chair legs, I think is what they were called. And they come in different sizes, different heights. And this was the small, or the shorter one that I got. But you can find them at Home Depot or Lowe's as well. Hello, beautiful day in Nebraska. What are you doing with the base and the pedestal? It's what the birdhouse is going to sit on. And again, I'm also going to be painting the, making some more pine cone flowers to go on this as well. Now, I'm not giving this a full coat. I still want some of that raw wood peeking through. Are you not going to spray that with water? No, I'm not going to spray it with water because I didn't want it to be wet, because I want it to be like a dry brush, because I didn't want full coverage on the pedestal. Now, if I was going for full coverage, I would spray this with water. But this is gonna be more like a dry brush, because you can still see some of the wood showing. But if you want the full coverage, then yes, I would wet the wood. But I want this to be more distressed. Hello. Yes. Let me see if I can get my comments pulled back up, y'all. Okay, so I think I got this where I want it. Let's see. Oh, also I'm going to paint these little terracotta pots with the Waverly chalk paint and the color plaster also. So let me go ahead and do that. And I'm not doing a full coat on them either. Where did you find those tiny pots? They were in some craft stuff that my mom gave me that was my grandmother's. She had a whole bunch of little clay pots in different sizes. So on the clay pots, like I said, I didn't do a full coverage on them because I did want a little bit of that terracotta still kind of peeking through. I'm going to do the upper part of it as well. Hello, friends. Okay. All right, so while all that's drying, and this is what the clay pots look like. I'm going to put those over here so all that can be drying. They are adorable. Okay, what's next? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the pine cone flowers. And I'll go over my paint colors that I'll be using for that. Okay, so my first flower that I'm going to paint is going to be with the Waverly chalk paint in the color Nautical, which is a navy blue color. Wait, is that the right one that I was going to use? No. Navy blue is what I want. The folk art navy blue. Hello. Hello, hello. All right, so let me get me a brush. And let's start making some pine cone flowers. Could you use a candlestick? Yes, you absolutely could. You absolutely could. Hello, friends. Hey, Ashley. So I'm going to put me a little bit of the navy blue on a plate. Thank you, Miss Peggy. This sweet little lady gave it to me. I love my bracelets, Miss Peggy. Love my bracelets. Okay, so I'm going to paint the first one with the navy blue, and the center of it will be the Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster. And these are just some pine cones that I had left over from this craft right here. And these were cut with a bandsaw. I know you do, girlfriend. I do. I love my bracelets, Miss Peggy. I'll let that one dry. So that's the navy, and I'll let that one dry, and then I'll do the center of it. Let me put that over there. All right, and then the next one I'm going to do is going to be Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint in the color Mustard, and the center of it is going to be the Folk Art chalk paint in the color Vintage Teal. Vintage Teal. Love the navy. Susan, are you wearing Sunday pants? Yes. How'd you know? How'd you know, Miss Betty? Can you see my holes? Can y'all see the holes in my pants? Shh. Don't tell anybody. Joanne's had pine cones. On sale 75% off, but I couldn't stand the smell of them. What were they, potpourri? Were they potpourri pine cones? Just got the mustard. Yes. Love the color mustard. Yes, I have my holy pants on. I have my Sunday pants on. Okay, that one's probably going to take another coat. Okay, and then the last one, I'm going to do the Folk Art Home Decor Chalk Paint in the color Patina. So strong, it was Christmas leftovers. Yes. And then the center of it, I'm going to do the Folk Art Vintage Tea Rose. Folk Art Vintage Tea Rose. Grab me another brush. I got a pair too. I love mine. Yeah, and these are really comfortable. Okay, so this is the last one. Can you show the pine cones? Yeah, let me paint the center. Let me finish painting the center of them. And this one needs one more coat of the mustard. And then I was going to show it to y'all. Do you have a certain reason for using the chalk paint? No, I just like the colors. But now if I'm going to use anything that's glass, plastic, or metal, it's going to be a chalk paint. But otherwise, if I'm choosing my colors for a craft, I go with the color that I want to do the craft with. And these just so happen to be the colors that I wanted to do this craft with. But acrylic paints would, you know, be totally fine. So that just needed one more coat on the mustard. Okay. And then let me check the patina. Does the paint preserve the pine cones? Not that I know of. Now these pine cones were already preserved because they came off of a floral arrangement. So they already had a coating on them. And let me check this navy. The navy looks good. Okay, so let me draw this and do the center. cinnamon. I can't go near the pine cones at Christmas time. My throat closes up. I can eat cinnamon, but the smell gives me an instant headache. I can't breathe. Oh my goodness. Is the birdhouse for outside or just decorating? It's just for decorating. Well, you could put it on a porch, a covered porch, or patio, or sunroom. You're welcome. Okay, so the center of the navy is going to be Waverly chalk paint and the color plaster. Get me a little brush. You can smell the cinnamon before you walk in the door. It's pretty strong. That is pretty strong. I'm allergic to pine trees and anything pine related. Oh my goodness. That's awful. You would be in a big time trouble if you lived down here in the South. I don't know where you live, but good gracious, that's all we have is pine trees. Okay, so here is the navy with the plaster. Okay. And then well, if I can get my lid put back on that. And then the mustard is going to get the vintage teal. Love the navy. Yes. Thank you. So vintage teal with the mustard. How can you form the pine cones if you... How can you form the pine cones if you don't have a saw? You could try using really good cutters. You can try to use some really good cutters, like tin snips or pruning cutters. Okay, and here's the mustard, a serrated saw. Hi, I'm late to the party. Did you make the flowers? They're pine cones that I'm painting. A little handsaw, someone said. And then the patina will get the vintage tea rose. Maybe a hacksaw. Yes, so pretty, so pretty. Love the colors. Okay, and then this one's the patina with the vintage tea rose. Thank you. Hello, Peggy. All right. So let me move all of these paints out of the way. Put my brushes up. Love that one. Thank you. Y'all, these are so much fun to make. And the color variations that you have to choose from are endless. Y'all, I'm just scooping up this navy paint because y'all know we can't be wasting paint. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so move all that out of my way. I'm gonna put these on a plate. They can get through drying. Put you right there. Throw all that away. Yes, I get my brushes from Walmart. I get my brushes from Walmart. All right. Let me just move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue the wooden leg to the pedestal, or to the wood slice. And I'm going to use actually Gorilla Glue, Gorilla Wood Glue, and Gorilla Hot Glue. Because I just want to make sure that this has a good bond. Oh, that's how y'all saw my holy pants when I stood up to get that paint. Hopefully that's not clogged up. No, it's not. So the wood glue will be a long time bond, and the hot glue will bond immediately. Okay, and this is going to get put towards the back. And I'm going to add just a little bit extra glue right here in the front. It's not going to be seen, that's going to be covered. But I just want to make sure that it has a good bond on it. Okay. How does hot Gorilla Glue hold up in the sun if it's hot? It doesn't. That's why anytime you put something outside, you'll want to use the E6000 glue or another type of glue along with the hot glue. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and decorate the bottom of this. Let's see. Okay, and for the bottom of this, my greenery, I'm going to use, this is just some cuttings that I took off of a Walmart floral pick, and so that's going to go on the bottom down here for my greenery. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna put these together, and let me trim those up. Hello, hello. Okay, that's about how I want that to go, like that. And I'm going to put these two together to make like a little spray with a piece of twine. Thank y'all for growing the tribe. My mom's a hoot. Is that what you said? Hello from Minnesota. Hello. What you making? We're making a birdhouse on a pedestal. Making a birdhouse on a pedestal. Smush those together a little bit more. I'm just putting these together with twine just to bond them together. Yes, y'all grow the tribe. Invite more friends. And if you're new, what grow the tribe means, it means S-H-A-R-E. That's what we do to invite more friends to our crafting community. Hello, Mary from New Hampshire. Hello, hello. Okay. So let me get this where I want it. And then I'm going to glue it down. How is your mom's rooster? It's doing really good. Mom's rooster is doing really, really good. After I watch the video, the replay on the video, I'm gonna make a little, it need a little bit of greenery, so I'm gonna put a little bit of greenery up at the top of it. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Okay, so this is with the greenery on the bottom, and then that's where my pine cones is gonna go. And if I have enough, I also pulled out some of my solo wood flowers, and these are the minis. Dang, I think I forgot to put the link in the description of this video. But if anybody asks, Trisha could probably go get my link for me, because she's awesome like that. So, oh, my secret admirer is still here. My secret admirer is, thank you, Trisha. Thank you, girlfriend. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them yet or not. I may put some on the pedestal itself. I'll just check and see what it looks like. But let me see how I'm going to do this. Okay, so I like you up there. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Trisha posted the link to my solo wood flowers, my affiliate link. And they're wood flowers. They're made out of wood. They are having a sale right now. So you can check them out and see what that's all about. I've done several crafts using the solo flowers. And like I said, I may add some to this craft if I have enough space. And if the pen is in your way, you can click the X, or you can slide the comments to the right if the pen is in your way. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. I'm going to get these glued on, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. How would I sell some of the crafts without being in business? I don't need all that I make. I just do it for relaxing. I really wouldn't know, because I have an auction, so I don't make like multiple crafts of the same thing to per se sell. I just you know, do an auction. I don't know if anyone here has ever had a craft booth or anything like that that might could help answer your question. Y'all, this is so pretty. Okay, and let me see about adding some of these flowers on the post itself. I really think I am, but I think I'm gonna wait until after I get the birdhouse put on it before I decide where I'm gonna glue these flowers on there. Hello, I could have a yard sale and craft tables you can. Okay, so I'm gonna unpin my link. That way I can read my comments. There we go. I do craft fairs around November and December. Okay, so I'm going to start working on the birdhouse again. And let me see, I was thinking about decoupaging. Love the pine cones. I was thinking about decoupaging some of these napkins on the side of the birdhouse. Now, anytime you're dealing with napkins and decoupaging or Mod Podging, you always want to remove all of the plies. And this is a 2-ply. It says it here on the napkin. Now, I will be gifting 3 of these napkins away tonight along with some other items. If we fill the bead jar up, then I have a craft pack that I'll be picking someone for. I also have a farmer's market calendar that went unclaimed. So y'all grow the tribe. S-H-A-R-E. Let's invite more friends. That way we can get the bead jar filled up. Wait, somebody said stupid question. There's never a stupid question, girlfriend. I'm on a site now. When it says bouquet, is it able to be separated? Most of the time it is. Most of the time it is, Kim. I mean, I know all the bouquets that I've ever seen, you can separate. Did you? Oh, dang. Thank y'all so much. Okay, so I'm separating the napkin. And let me just cut thank y'all. Let me just see if this is what I even want to do. Thank y'all for growing the tribe. Y'all are awesome. Let me tear my napkin. The napkins I got from Dollar General. They were in the Easter section at Dollar General. Looks beautiful already. It's gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute. I made 4 of the Dollar Tree small birdhouses. So fun, so cute. Oh, I bet they were. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of water That way I can have a raw edge on my napkin. Instead of a clean edge. Because I want a lot of this white off of it. Love the pine cones. I'm obsessed with them, y'all. They're so cute. They are so cute. Let me just get this torn. Okay, do I like you? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, I'm loving it. It's gonna be so cute. Did you treat the pine cones? How? No, I did not treat them. They came off of a wreath from a florist that was already treated. But I'm sure you can look up how to you know, treat treat them or spray them or coat them. So I don't know what they used on it. I don't know that I'm loving this. I like that. I like the corner. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I'm going to use the corner right here of the napkin. Okay, yeah, I like that better. I like that much, much better. Slide you over this way. You need to have a raw edge. Love the napkin. Yeah, these came from Dollar General in their Easter section. Well, I mean, Easter's over. But like I said, I have some that I'm going to be gifting tonight. Okay, so let me put some Mod Podge on here. Where's the Birdhouse and stand from? Okay, the Birdhouse I got on clearance after Christmas from Walmart. And I took all the Christmas looking stuff off of it and I painted it. And then the pedestal I just made with a wood slice and a chair leg from my local hardware store, but you can find the leg at Home Depot or Lowe's. Okay, so let me Mod Podge this on and let me get my plastic bag. I have a bunch in a plastic bag. I'm gonna turn this sideways so y'all can see. I'll sand off anything that needs to be sanded off. Okay, I'm gonna take my Ziploc bag. Well, it's not a Ziploc bag. It's just a sandwich bag. And smooth this on. The sandwich bag helps smooth it without ripping anything, but it helps get all your wrinkles out of it. And then I'm going to put a little bit along the edges. Yes, it's going to be so cute. It does. Goes really good. Okay, so here's this one Mod Podged on. And let me do the other side real quick. They're going to be styling. They are going to be styling. You're right, you're right. Can you place the birdhouse outdoors? No, no. This is not for outdoors. as I was saying earlier, you can put this in, like if you have a sunroom, or a covered porch, but this is not for outside elements, as far as rain, wind, super hot. This would be super cute on the mantle of your fireplace, sitting on a shelf, even in a bathroom. Okay. All right, let me Mod Podge this one on. It was $4. You would have used 5 napkins by now. So cute. Okay, so here's this one. Super adorable. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to start putting this together. I'm going to glue, this was just a craft stick that I cut. It's just a regular craft stick that I cut and painted. And so it's going to get glued on the ledge because I needed my ledge to be a little bit wider. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wreath, the little wreath that came off of the arrangement, and I'm going to cut, since it was Christmas, it had these little red berries on it, and I don't want the little red berries, so those are getting cut off. And berries are flying. So cute, so cute. Yes, I got the Birdhouse after clearance, after Christmas clearance, 75% off. I paid $2.50 for it, and I just took off the top. It had a Christmas ribbon and all, and greenery at the top, and then it had this berry wreath on it. But I'm reusing the wreath. I just don't want the berries. Okay, so that's going to get glued back onto the Birdhouse. Yeah, well, I could have probably sanded for another hour, but I had already sanded on it for quite a long time. So I got as much of the glitter off as I could, and then I Mod Podged over the glitter. That way, none of the glitter would fall off. But another thing is, if I didn't want the glitter to show, or if you didn't want the glitter to show, then you could Mod Podge over it and then paint over that. And then you wouldn't see the glitter at all. So that's a real easy fix. Super easy fix. Hello, it's raining pretty hard. Oh no. Yeah, that's an easy fix. Okay, so here is with the wreath on it. And then what I'm going to do now is, again, I got this, the roll of fence at Walmart during Christmas, and I just cut off what I needed from the roll. But it was just the picket fence from the Christmas section at Walmart. And I'm going to glue that on. You're welcome. Yeah, I took as much of the glitter off as I could, but it still had a lot of glitter on there. So I just said there's just no way I'm going to be able to get all that glitter off. Do you have anything special? Do you have to do anything special to the pine cones? These pine cones were already treated. I took them off of a wreath. I took it off of a wreath where the pine cones were already sealed. I don't know what they were sealed with. You could probably Google what to seal pine cones with. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my little terracotta pots. Someone said that you could find them at Hobby Lobby. I'll put me a little bit of floral foam on the inside. And then I have this little flower, a mini flower pick that came from Walmart. I'm going to add a few of these little flowers. Let me put a little bit of moss down. Let me get me some moss out. I hope these are stiff enough. We're fixing to see. Hello, friends. Thank you. It's bougie. It's bougie. It's a bougie birdhouse. Bougie birdhouse. Yes, perfect gift. I'm trimming these bottom leaves off. So cute, so cute. Are you gonna poke down in there? Yeah. Hang on. Yes, these are pine cones that I painted. The only bad thing about taking the tips off of these, not using the stem, is they're not stiff. Let me see how I'm going to fix that. Okay, you're stiff. I think I'm just going to do 3 in each. And I'm going to add a little bit of moss. Use a toothpick. I don't have a toothpick and wrap. Yeah, I don't have a toothpick. We got it. We got it. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of this Spanish moss from the Dollar Tree. That moss will help keep those flowers in place too. Okay, so here is that one. Then let me get this one. We almost finished. We almost finished. Trim just a hair. Thank you. Gonna be so cute, so cute. Are you falling apart? Okay, get some moss. Hello, friends. Love the little flowers. They so cute. They's cute. So here's my second little flower pot. All right. So the flower pots are going to go onto the birdhouse over here. So I'm going to glue those on. Been up since 3 o'clock. Oh my goodness. That's early. That's early. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom and on the back side. They're terracotta. The flower pots are terracotta. That's a fancy birdhouse. It is. It's bougie. Bougie birdhouse. Y'all, stop. Okay, so here's the little flower pots. Okay, now let me take my bird from the Dollar Tree. It's a goldfinch, which came from the Dollar Tree, and it's got this little clip on it, but I'm going to take the clip out because he's going to get glued onto the perch. And y'all hang on, because I've got flowers that's going to go up here. Okay, let's see where I need to glue you at. I can glue you right there, and I can glue you right there. Okay. All right. Adorable. So I'm going to glue you there. Oh, let me get another glue stick. I'll glue you here and here. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Is that fence on a roll? Yes. It was the picket fence roll from the Christmas section of Walmart. Okay. The sunflower came from Walmart. That's one happy bird. he is happy. This is a greenery from Walmart. I've just been cutting off of it. Y'all, this is going to be so cute. OMG. Love the sunflower. Y'all. Do I even want to put the sunflower? I'm thinking that the sunflower is going to be too much, y'all. I really, really, truly think the sunflower is going to be too much. I think it's too much. I think it's too much. Yeah, I agree. No sunflower. Yeah, I think it's too much. Okay, let me glue my pedestal. Let me glue the birdhouse to the pedestal. Perfect. It is. Yeah, the sunflower's too much. The sunflower is way too much. So a little bit of wood glue. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, it's too big. Yeah, I agree. You have a small fortune of greenery and flowers behind you. One more beautiful than the next. Now a new one to join. Thank you. Thank you so much. You can just mail it to me. Oh. Y'all. And I don't even think I'm going to add any of the solar flowers. I'm trying to see what... Thank you. No. I'm leaving it as is because it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Thank you. You're welcome. Y'all don't leave because I've got a few giftings to do. And I know it's late, y'all. I know it's late. I know some of my crafts can be long, but they're not simple crafts. I get a little bit more detailed in my business. I get a little bit more detailed. But how about, let's see. Y'all, love it, love it, love it. Thank you. Super cute. So this was a Christmas birdhouse, and we just transformed it into a springtime. Okay, y'all, what was the highest number of the night? What was the highest number of the night? So cute. And I don't mind the little bit of glitter. Putting the Mod Podge on top of what glitter was left, it actually looks like ice crystals. It doesn't look like glitter. It looks like little ice crystals. Oh, 201, 205. If you're new, let me tell you about the bead jar, because hopefully we'll be able to fill up the bead jar, and I'll be doing a gifting. 216. Going to look somewhere to try to find a birdhouse. Check Hobby Lobby, Dollar General. If you're new, what the bead jar represents? It represents the highest number of the night. I add 1 bead for every 10 people. Once the bead jar is full, then I do a gifting, which includes craft supplies. And that represents how many people I inspired during my video. 220. Hello. Welcome. New from Canada. Hello, Betty. Michaels. Jody said check Michaels also. Also, with any of my giftings that I do, because shipping is so expensive, I'm not able to ship right now to Canada, but hopefully that will change. Well, I'm not able to ship anywhere outside the U.S. Thank you. Okay, so let me add these beads. 220, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2. It does. It pops. 10, 20. Okay, so that's full. So we'll do that. You're welcome, and thank you. Okay. I'm gonna wait and do that. So what I have is I have the craft pack, and I have 3 of the napkins that I decoupaged on the side of the birdhouse. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are amazing, and I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Let me turn my glue gun off. Okay, so let me choose for the 3 napkins. Hello, friends. Thank you. Let me get y'all a little bit closer. Hello, friends. Okay, so let me choose 3 people for the napkins. Okay, so, dang, what is that? Anne Marie Galley Po Baltumus. Anne Marie, thank you. I probably just butchered your name. I'm so sorry. Message the page with your address. Anne Marie. G-A-L-I-P-A-U-B-A-L-T-O-U-M-A-S. Okay. Okay. Bernie Gonzo Soto. Going to have to find a birdhouse. Yes. You'll have a napkin to Mod Podge onto it with. Send a message to the page with your address. Okay, one more. Uh-oh, it didn't go anywhere. Well, it still didn't go anywhere. What the heck? My finger must not be on it. Who is this? Suzanne Seitman, S-E-I-T-M-A-N-N. You're a very awesome crafter. Well, thank you, Suzanne. Sediment? Man. Okay, message the page with your address. Okay, and then the next one is going to be for the craft pack. For the craft pack. Teresa Prang. P-R-A-N-G-E. I have a birdhouses. I have to make this. Yes. Teresa Prang. Okay, message the page. Anne Marie Baltumus, Bernie Gonzo Soto, Suzanne Seitman, and Teresa Prang. Message the page with your address. Dang. My comments are freaking out, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my comments. You're welcome. Y'all, my comments are messing up. I don't know what that's about. Okay. I'll open the Happy Mail tomorrow night since it's so late. That Miss Joyce Freeman sent. And then I'll do 3 more giftings tomorrow night. it'd be a farmer's market calendar and some silicone makeup applicators. I feel like my comments are totally messed up. Oh, there it goes. Dang, I never win, but I win by watching Susan. Trisha, you're a winner. Yes, congratulations. How do you go that? It does have a, okay, go to my page and you'll see where to send the message at the top of my page. So go to Craftin' Chic, Craftin' Chic, whichever way you want to say it. And go to the message, click the message section. I'm going to look for them next week. Yes, I'm already painting my birdhouse. Yes, Angie. Yes, girl. No message button. There's a, I just got a message from, I've already had one person send the message, so the button's there. Because I just had one of the ladies that won, it popped up that she sent the message. Send her a private message from our page. Yes. Go to my page and send me a message from my page. Hello, friends. Yes, sweet dreams, everybody. Sweet dreams, everybody. Good night, Mom. So, y'all, making pinecone flowers since I have so many. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good night, everybody. Thank y'all for joining me. Make sure that you're, will you be, yes, I will be on tomorrow night. Yep, I'll be on tomorrow night. You're welcome, and thank y'all. Good night, friends. Good night, friends. Okay, y'all, I'm going to hop off. I found some tiny birdhouses at Walmart. Yes, and Dollar Tree has tiny birdhouses also. Yeah, Suzanne, I got your message. I got your address. Thank you so much. I saw it pop up. Okay, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all tomorrow night. It was hot yellow, but I'm changing the color to agave. Oh, how pretty. It's going to be so pretty. So pretty. And it will bring up the message button. Okay, y'all, I'm hopping off. I'll see y'all tomorrow night, 7:30 Central Standard Time. Night, night.